Alright guys, welcome to another video sponsored by X7 Games, and today I'm actually very excited to show you guys this new game, which is Game of Thrones Winter's Coming. Now you can probably already tell by the picture here and also the name is based on Game of Thrones, so that's where the hype is going to be, right? It's a massive IP, and I feel like this is actually officially a licensed game as well, because I will show you guys the trailer now. It does use the original soundtrack from the TV series, so I may have to mute that just to get past copyright, etc. But you can see from the video trailer in a bit that all of the characters, even the CG animation, it actually do resemble the original cast of the actor and actress as well, which is very, very cool. All right, guys. Yeah, I mean, I will share this link down in the video description as well if you guys actually want to watch it with audio, but it's definitely very, very epic. You can actually see here, this does say HBO license here as well. So this is definitely official license. So once again, it's very good to see you are actually kind of supporting the original series by playing this game, I guess. And I don't know whether you guys actually noticed in the trailer, it actually showed a simple, a very short glimpse of the game itself, which is kind of like a city build warfare kind of game. Very similar to Age of Empires, if you ever played that. But I'll show you that obviously the actual gameplay later on itself as well. Now, in terms of how to actually play this game, I'll share this link in the description below. It's basically you have to go on X7 Games to actually download this. I did check on Google Play. For some reason, I can't actually see it there, even though it's such a big IP. I don't know whether it's taken down or maybe just not available in United Kingdom, which is where I'm based. But basically, you can download it via X7 Games. Basically, click on this link, which I'll share. You can then download it for either iPhone or Android. It will download the application of the platform, which is like a Chinese version of Google Play. And then on X7 Game platform, you can then search for the Game of Thrones Winter's Coming, and then download and play the game from there. Alright, now let me show you some of the gameplay of this game itself so you have a feel of what this game is all about. Now, this game kind of falls into two categories. One is gacha side, where you collect the very different characters from the original series, and there's some new characters they introduced just for this game as well, by the way, that I noticed. But also at the same time, there is obviously that city build, uh, strategy warfare side of the game as well, which I'll talk about later. And let's start off with just like quickly go through all of the characters. So like I said, you can totally tell they put a lot of effort in kind of the AI animation to make it somewhat resemble the original actors or actress who play the different characters in the TV series. You have Greyjoy here, you have Jaime Lannister, you have Varys, you have Tyrion, you have Sansa, Littlefinger, Arya. So you can see all kind of characters here. Jon Snow, of course. Who else? Daenerys, obviously, and even the Night King. So you definitely see all kind of characters featured in this game. And like I said, there are also some original characters. Well, at least I think the original character. I don't remember seeing them in the TV series, but maybe they could be from the books. For example, this person. Don't remember ever seeing her. And the High Tower, there's also actually he might be. Is that the High Sparrow? The Harpy. No, I think he was from the TV series. I just don't remember him. But there's definitely, for example, the Sorrowful Man. Like I think they were mentioned in the TV series, but they didn't go into much detail. So maybe they are either original to the game, or maybe they were from the books, etc. And I haven't read the book, so maybe that's where they're coming from. But definitely, you can see a lot of variety, and I have a feeling because at the start of the game you basically have to choose one of the 7 houses in Westeros. I think they added some new character to the different houses to make them somewhat balanced between the different troops, etc. So obviously there are those different characters, and I'll show you a bit of the summoning later on as well. But the main core mechanics are not actually on the gacha system. It's actually more on the city build, and that's where I find it quite interesting because it doesn't require you to be like a massive pay to win player in order to actually get most of the benefit, because I didn't actually find a huge difference behind the different commanders, especially because you don't actually use them that much. Vast majority of the time, you will actually be having the very different queues to actually build facilities or maybe training up your army, etc. Now the game does operate like in VIP system. So you can see here, I haven't paid anything, so that's kind of why I'm VIP 0. Although it feels like you can potentially increase with VIP, not just through paying, but through other means as well, because I'm already 10 out of 60 for some reason. But anyway, so as you go up or put money into this game, you do get obviously extra benefit. I think once you hit VIP 8, this is kind of like a really nice spot because you don't get this gacha ticket that you are able to get every single day for free. So if you do want to spend a bit of money, I feel like this game is really free to play friendly for those zero spenders, and it's also going to be really good for the pay to win, the massive whales who put up the loads of money into like a really top VIP. I think the Dolphins are the ones who are kind of left out because the rewards for the lower VIPs are not as good. And yeah, I kind of feel like this game is really good for the whales and also for true free to play, but maybe not so much for the Dolphins. Now um, no, there's just so much to talk about this game. Where should I start? Okay, so basically, you see all those different facilities you can do, right? So basically, there's some like training mechanism. So there are, if you actually go into assemble here, you can actually form different troops that will be end up battling against other enemies, either other players or just like mobs on the map, etc. You can choose up to 5 characters. I haven't unlocked the last slot yet, so I can't actually choose everyone. And then basically you can choose basically whatever formation you want, and also the type of characters you want to, so the type of army you want to put in. And you can see there are 4 different types, and there is a bit of like a rock paper scissors relationship between these 3. And the arrows, so the bowmen, are kind of like standalone. And also at the same time, you can equip a freaking dragon as well, which is so cool. You can bring a dragon into your battle, and basically in this game, there's actually multiple dragons that you can hatch. Let me try to find where it is. No, it's not here. But yeah, it's just really cool. So here, there's this dragon pit, which if you actually start off, you can collect very different dragon eggs, and then you try to raise the temperature to hatch them, and then they can also grow all the way into like a full-grown size dragon. Obviously, I can't just see that. I just started the game for like a couple of hours, so I only have like a baby dragon right now. But it's gonna be really cool to actually hatch them all the way to the max, and you can see there's the various different um dragon design as well. To be honest, a lot of them just look like different color to some extent, but still, it's very cool that there are 5 different dragons that you can all hatch and basically just have fun, bring them into your army, and just watch the dragon breathing fire down everyone. So that's quite fun as well. Now, in terms of very different facilities, so basically you have a commander in what they call like a queue system. So basically, you can use those commander to start a queue to either construct something or to train something or like research, etc. And basically, the idea is that for every single building, you can put like a commander in charge of it. So, for example, if I go into this one, which is my cavalry training, I can then basically select this commander to lead the training, and then I can say, okay, I want to train more of them. Or some cases, I can't see it here, but sometimes there's also like a promotion example where I can actually promote them as well. So that's quite cool. Now, when you do actually train them or like build a facility or build a building, it's gonna take you time, and that's kind of why this is an idle game. Now you do have the option of using very different ways to speed it up. So you can either speed up with like actual currency, or there are also different items that you can collect in this game to help you speed up. So you definitely don't have to like wait there the whole time to see it, just finish. So that bit is also quite cool. Even though it's idle, you don't have to like wait there to see the whole time. But eventually you'll probably run into a situation where you do have to like just for example, like before you go to bed, you just leave it running, right? So you open up some like massive construction that takes like 12 hours, just go to bed, and then you can wake up next day and then continue from where you are. So basically, it does kind of allow you to suit your own, daily schedule, I guess. Now, in terms of building, it's kind of the same thing. For example, I can choose any kind of building and then I can upgrade them. And basically, if I choose that, you can see here, I need to wait for 55 minutes for it to upgrade. Now, something I'm not sure what you just saw there, but basically, one thing which is quite nice for this is that there is a guild or house, what they call, and what you can actually do is you can help people. So, for example, when you see someone's upgrading building in your guild, you can actually do a help all. You get some currency back for helping them, and at the same time, they get a tiny bit of speed up to how much longer they need to, to actually build it. So it's definitely more of like a community game. So if you actually have a group of friends who really like Game of Thrones, you guys can totally play together and help each other out. So that bit's quite cool as well. Now there is, so basically this is kind of like the city build um aspect of this game. You can then also go into the battle aspect, which is basically here you can see a bunch of mobs on the field, and you can basically click on one of them to actually battle. And once again, the way it battles is kind of like display a troop. So for example, here if I do this, I can see, okay, let me say I want to battle this level 6 enemy. So you point me to here, I click on battle, I decide which troop I want to send out. I want to send out the one with my dragon. I can then quick deploy to get my strongest unit, and then I can start deployment. And you can see they will be marching towards the enemy and then actually do the battle. And then after 2 minutes or so, they will then come back, etc. So everything's kind of in this queue base, and you can see, look at that, this dragon just following you, so cool. And that's just basically like the PvE element, but at the same time, if you actually take a look at other things, you can see there is actually the villagers from other players, and then you can actually go into a bit of like a PvP element. So for example, this one here, I can actually attack this player in this guild and actually try to take whatever resources they have, etc. So once again, it's very cool. There's actually a lot of different things you can do in this game. Now I just started, so I haven't actually unlocked everything, but let me just quickly show you the events, and you'll be, it's scary to see how much events there are. Like this is the calendar. I just take a look at how many different event type there are. Like some of them are like buying stuff, but still, for example, this is a Valentine event, which there's like 4, 5, 6, 7 events for Valentine, 8, 9 events for Valentine, and then there's this other event which is like Treasure of Seven Kingdom. There's the tourney. There's just so much going on, so there's definitely a lot to do. Um, yeah, I mean that's, I don't know. I did. If you guys ever play Age of Empires, I think this is basically like the Game of Thrones version of Age of Empires. I think that's probably the best way of putting it. It's just your classic city building strategy game. So there's definitely a lot going on. If you find this like a too much going on, then you can take it slowly because it's still idle in the background. But if you really want to be hands-on with different aspects, there's definitely freedom to do so as well. Okay, now what else is there? There's opposite mail, which is just for the random stuff. What is this? Oh, you can have very different villages that you can occupy as well. I think I show you all of the main utilities in this game. So now let me just finish up with a bit of summoning, which once again very excited because it is based on Game of Thrones after all. Now the summoning system in this game, first of all, I don't think this game encourages you to reroll in the sense that in order to even unlock this summoning facility, it took me about like 4 or 5 hours just to even unlock the option of doing the premium summons. So I definitely don't feel like it's you are meant to reroll on this game in order to get the best character. This game is kind of designed to take it slow. Now, in terms of the very different things, so basically there's skill study, which I haven't unlocked. There's the Dragon Ore, but basically this is a premium thing you can summon, and this is the thing that you get unlocked straight away on day one. Basically, it's kind of similar, other than the fact that when you actually draw 10 times on the premium one, you are guaranteed something. Okay, so you can see I have saved up a lot of currency just to do a bulk summon on this video. Let me start off with this just to show you guys some of the summoning animation. I don't remember seeing him from the original series. Martel. No, sure. I honestly can't remember. But you can see I can better do very different summons. There seems to be like a free daily summon as well, which is quite cool. Now the thing is, it's not just the character. Sometimes you can get shards as well. So that's, I guess, the slightly annoying thing here. But let's just do our bulk summon now and see the very different animation and the characters we can actually obtain. That feels like another original character. Let me put on the music a tiny bit. Okay. So I already got this character, so that's why its appearance short. already got this character as well. So this is the lower currency, so that's kind of why I'm not getting really anyone good. So when you summon a character for the first time, it seems like there's a bit of animation. I think that's another original character. I think like original to this game, because I don't recognize them. To be honest, it had been a long time since I watched them. Maybe they are actually from the series and I just don't recognize. So it seems like you are guaranteed at least one SR character every time you do a temple on kind of the lower rarity banner. The water dancer, interesting. Okay, yeah, it's all SR so far. Maybe you can only get SR. Interesting here. Doesn't matter. Now let's move on to the premium banner. Let's get some fan flavor. Who's this? Who's this? Marjorie. I don't actually know which characters are good in this game. I'm kind of just like collecting the character from the original series. All of the characters have their own unique skill, by the way. Obviously, oh, something else I should also show. Oh, what's this? Oh, just a bit of bug. Something else I forgot to show you guys is that each character have different scenes that they are suitable for. So, for example, if I click on Marjorie, who I just got, you can see she's a spearman, but also she's very good for research. So when you do actually put characters into different queues, you try to, put them into slots which they are best at. So that's basically the way you want to assign your different character to either, building or training, etc. Let's go back. I can never find out where is the actual summoning part in this. Yeah, that's not summoning. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with the whole city yet, purely because there's just so much going on. Let's do skill study. Yeah, okay, let's finish off the summon. I still can do another 3 multis. Who's this? Who's this? Sabrina Greyjoy. Is that Tyrion Greyjoy's sister, right? I'm not actually sure now. I think that's from the franchise. Sorry, did I say Tyrion's Greyjoy? I mean Theon Greyjoy. Someone from Tyrell family. Okay, interesting. I think that's original to the game though. I don't remember them. Oh, I hear Soren Bolton. Yeah, so you can get characters here which are not from the original franchise, but still very cool. It kind of expands the universe of Game of Thrones if you are really in the lore. But yeah, so I guess this is pretty much all I want to show you guys. Definitely a very exciting game. It's a big IP. If you like Game of Thrones, I think you should definitely give this a go. Especially if you actually like the Age of Empires type of a castle building strategy, I think you actually enjoy this game a lot. There's actually a lot going on, and come on, there's a dragon here that you can hatch. Right, you can't get any better than that.